Now, many of us are aware of the Amalgam universe from the 90s, where all our favorite characters were merged to devise new personas, trying to find a balance between good and evil. So in this video, we will talk about the origins of one such underrated but unique character named Speed Demon, who is bound to captivate you with a terrifying amalgamation that led to his character design. This guy made his first appearance in 1996 in the first issue of the Speed Demon comics. While it may feel that this character is overdone, this demon-like entity is a true marvel to behold. So without further ado, let's dive right into the video and understand the intricacies of Blaze Allen as Speed Demon. Before we get into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you, and let's begin. Who is Blaze Allen, and how did he turn into the Speed Demon? Before getting deeper into Blaze's tragic destiny, you should know that back in the 90s, Marvel and DC came together and merged many of their iconic characters to create amalgamated characters, which were launched under the Amalgam comic series. Similarly, a three-way Amalgam created Speed Demon, who was the fusion of the second Flash, Barry Allen, the first Ghost Rider, Johnny Blaze, and the demon Etrigan. And as for the series antagonist, the amalgamation of Marvel's Nightmare and DC's Spectre together fused to create the Night Specter. Coming to Blaze Allen, he was an amateur sorcerer and a motorcycle stunt driver at Quentin's Carnival. His life was absolutely simple and fulfilling until he crossed paths with the evil Night Specter, the Lord of the Nightmare Dimension, who tried to manipulate him and wanted to use him as a pawn in his schemes on Earth. Blaze refused his offer and cast out the spirit, as he did not want to become a tool of darkness and evil. It was this rejection that sparked the Night Specter's desire for revenge against Blaze, leading to the tragic events that unfolded later, causing his subsequent transformation into the Speed Demon. The storyline takes a dramatic turn when Blaze's wedding to Iris Simpson is interrupted by the Night Specter, who drains Iris's life force and steals her pure soul right after the priest at the wedding declares them husband and wife, leaving Blaze with nothing but the shriveled, lifeless body of his beloved. Fueled by grief and a desire for vengeance, Blaze prayed for the power to save his wife's soul and deliver her to peace. His plea was finally answered by the wizard Merlin, who revealed the existence of a powerful demon known as Etrigan. This demon guy harbored a deep-seated animosity towards the Night Specter and was apparently the only being capable of defeating the Lord of the Nightmare Dimension. Intrigued by the prospect of seeking revenge against the Night Specter for the injustices he has committed, Blaze follows Merlin's instructions and chants the incantation, "Gone from the man, arise the demon Etrigan," and successfully summons Etrigan to his presence. When faced with Etrigan, Blaze shares his motivations and desires, explaining the Night Specter's malevolence and his own quest for vengeance. An impressed Etrigan agrees to form a bond with him, leading Blaze to become the second Speed Demon. This unholy union granted Blaze the abilities to transform into Speed Demon, a blazing skulled speedster with the ability to generate and manipulate fire. Speed Demon wore a red and blue armor suit with silver spikes protruding from his wrist. All he had to do was chant the riddled incantation for Etrigan to take over his body, turning him into the hellfire-invoking, super-speeding skeletal entity. We do not know if he has the same pen and stare like the Ghost Rider, but his blaze-piercing eyes and his blazing skull can really do a number on his adversaries just by one glance. What does the Night Specter want, and how does this Speed Demon thwart all his plans? The Night Specter's ultimate goal is to manipulate and control the balance between good and evil. His grand ambition is to achieve control over heaven, hell, and earth, and to accomplish this, he seeks to harness the power of souls, specifically those of pure good and pure evil. By collecting these souls, he can amass the necessary combined power to manipulate and dominate all the realms. In his quest for dominion, the Night Specter targets the souls of individuals who embody pure evil. One such individual is Harvey Osborn, an amalgamation character of Two-Face and the Green Goblin within the series. The Night Specter sets his sights on capturing the soul of this vile character, as it would contribute to his accumulation of wickedness, and mainly because the soul of Green Goblin was the last soul of power capturing, which would let him reign over hell. To lure Speed Demon into his clutches and undo Merlin's spell, the Night Specter takes advantage of his newly acquired possession of Harvey Osborn's body, and by assuming control of the Green Goblin, the Night Specter crafts a trap specifically devised to entice Speed Demon, using his influence over the Green Goblin to manipulate events, setting up a scenario that captures Speed Demon's attention and draws him into the Night Specter's realm of nightmares, where he plans to exploit the temporary disruption of Merlin's spell that separates Blaze Allen from from Etrigan the demon, rendering them ineffective and powerless. The Night Specter aimed to seize Blaze Allen's soul during this vulnerable moment, permanently subjugating him to his will. However, his plans encounter a new powerful obstacle in the form of another Ghost Rider-like character, aka Kid Demon, the nephew of Blaze Allen, who intervenes to save his uncle from the evil clutches of the Night Specter. Through their combined efforts, Speed Demon and Kid Demon manage to outwit and overcome the Night Specter's manipulations. They thwart his attempts to claim Blaze Allen's soul, ensuring that Speed Demon remains free and capable of challenging the Night Specter's wicked plans with Kid Demon as his sidekick. Who is the Speed Demon's sidekick, and what happens in the final battle? Speed Demon's sidekick is Wally West, who assumes the mantle of Kid Demon. Wally West is Blaze Allen's teenage nephew who considers his uncle as a father figure. After witnessing Blaze's battles and understanding the danger he faces, Wally decides to join the fight and help his uncle, and thus voluntarily gets caught in this supernatural conflict between Speed Demon and the Night Specter. Driven by a desire to save his uncle and assist in the fight against evil, Wally seeks the help of the wizard Merlin and makes a deal with him that would grant him abilities similar to his uncle Blaze. In response, Merlin summons an unraveled demon and binds it to Wally's soul, transforming him into the Kid Demon. Through this pact, Wally West gained supernatural abilities like that of Speed Demon, albeit in a scaled-down form tailored for his sidekick role. Instead of running, Kid Demon mounts on a motorcycle with blazing wheels and carries the iconic chain, much like the OG Ghost Rider. Notably, he wears a red bodysuit with yellow pants and silver spiked gloves. This guy is assumed to be the amalgamation between DC's Wally West and Marvel's Daniel Ketch. The final battle with the Night Specter leads to a climatic confrontation where Blaze and Wally face off against the Lord of the Nightmare Dimension, engaging in a lengthy and intense fight. The battle tests their combined powers, determination, and teamwork to utilize their supernatural abilities to outmaneuver and overcome the Night Specter's malevolent influence. Eventually, they emerge victorious, managing to defeat the sinister Soul Snatcher and thwart his plans. As a result of their triumph, the souls captured by the Night Specter are freed from his grasp. Among these souls were Jay Garrick, the original Speed Demon, and Iris Sampson, Blaze's deceased bride, bringing the ultimate closure and resolution to Blaze's personal story arc. Following the final battle, Blaze Allen expresses concern for Wally and his newfound powers, questioning their origin and potential consequences. Despite these worries, Blaze and Wally continue their journey together, traveling across the world to combat demons and criminals, using their combined abilities to fight for justice and protect innocent lives. How powerful is the Speed Demon? Even though a Speed Demon has a very limited story arc, it has been well established that he possesses a formidable array of powers and abilities that make him a force to be reckoned with in the Amalgam universe. As an amalgamation of the Flash and Ghost Rider, Speed Demon has superhuman speed, allowing him to move faster than the eye can perceive, granting him swift reflexes and the ability to cover vast distances in an instant. He can outmaneuver opponents, evade attacks, and engage in high-speed combat. Additionally, Speed Demon wields pyrokinesis, the power to generate and manipulate fire, enabling him to conjure flames, project fire-based attacks, and engulf his body or surroundings in blazing infernos. His flames can be used defensively against enemies or strategically for various purposes, such as illumination or creating barriers. Furthermore, as an amateur sorcerer, Blaze guarded mystic knowledge and spellcasting abilities that can only enhance after his transformation into the Speed Demon, with his overall power set to contribute to his battle strategies. Because of his fusion with Flash, he is a supreme speedster who is faster than the wind and would probably knock down an entire army in a whiff of air. Furthermore, in his Speed Demon persona, Blaze Allen can tap into his connection with the demon Etrigan, transforming into the Speed Demon, wherein his physical abilities and mystical powers are amplified. Speed Demon's powers allows him to deliver devastating speed blitzes, unleash fury projectiles, leave behind trails of flames while running, manipulate fire for defensive purposes, and more. With his unique combination of superhuman speed, pyrokinesis, mystic knowledge, and demonic transformation, Speed Demon proves to be an immaculately powerful and versatile hero in combat. So folks, that's all that we know about this magnificent hero. Although this character has great potential, the Amalgam universe only allowed a single series arc to most of his characters. If the Speed Demon's character were to be pitted against other famous characters from the multiverses, he could probably turn into one of Marvel's finest creations. Blaze's brooding stoic persona, mixed with super speeding abilities of the Flash, and the insane foundation of our favorite Fury skeletal superhero, is truly a marvelous sight to behold. And with this, we've come to the very end of this video. Please do not forget to tell us about your opinions on this underrated hero from the Amalgam universe in the comments section below.